Dragon Ball Super Chapter 82 has dropped, and what it reveals made me hype as fuck!
Yes! 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 Yes!
Once again, this Dragon Ball Super chapter has divided the community. One half is saying it has retconned more of the Frieza saga, and the other half believe that it hasn't, believing that it actually developed Goku even further and beyond. So what was the big reveal that has caused this raging debate? Goku learning about his parents! Yay!
Shut the fuck up!
I remember in the good old days, being a Dragon Ball fan from the 90s, that this was a day we all dreamt of. At least I did. We all sat down as kids in front of the TV, watching a big muscle man fighting another big muscle alien, debating on the playground who was the strongest and who had the best transformation. We always asked, how strong is Goku? But we never asked, how is Goku doing? This man never met his parents and didn't give a rat's ass to think about it ever again. Whilst there's some of us out here that, you know, live that reality and it left us wounded and scarred for life.
Shut the fuck up.
And that's one of the major reasons why I always hoped one day Goku would at least acknowledge his parents and find out about them. Dragon Ball Super Chapter 82 has made this a plot device that helps him unlock his new Ultra Instinct ability. I like it, and I'll explain why in just a moment.
But before we go further into the video, I gotta tell you guys about NordVPN.
Who?
Come on, you guys know who NordVPN is, right? How have you been on the internet all this time and not know about the best VPN service out there? If you guys use our link in the description and pinned comment with nordvpn.com/animeballsdeep, you get an exclusive deal plus a huge discount.
No way.
NordVPN is super easy to use, where you just connect with one click on the map with over 5,300 servers in 60 countries. Or just turn on auto connect for 0-click protection, so you are always protected. I know you guys be on those dodgy sites sometimes, you know, for research purposes. It happens to the best of us. And boy, do I wish I had NordVPN back then. With NordVPN being available on every major platform from Windows, Android, iOS, Mac, Linux, and even Android TV, what are you waiting for? Click the link in the description or the pinned comment with nordvpn.com/animeballsdeep and get protected with this exclusive deal and special discount with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to lose. Now, back to the video.
Let's first cover the events that led up to Goku learning the truth. That way, we are all on the same page as a community. The chapter is filled with lots of funny jokes and humor, as Gas and Goku carry on with their instant transmission battle that started at the end of chapter 81. Goku continues his attempts towards stalling Gas by teleporting him from planet to planet. Gas, who only inherited the ability recently, struggles to keep up, frequently leaving him humiliated as he follows Goku around the universe, but then, you know, they continue to clash and Doodoo drops some Gas. Goku is having a lot of fun toying with Gas, as with each new location he teleports to, Gas's frustration just continues to grow. Goku's ability in instant transmission is way too skilled for Gas, as the story continues the theme that Vegeta stated 2 chapters ago, that power requires training, hard work, and skill to make the warrior. Goku has honed this ability compared to Gas. He comments how reckless he is when Gas uses the instant transmission, leaving him in such hilarious situations like, I don't know, this? However, Gas's ego is just as big as his forehead, so he doesn't listen to Goku, but his arrogance just leaves him looking like an absolute joke of a villain chasing after Goku. It's really nice to see Toyotaro follow in Toriyama's footsteps to include these comical moments from time to time to give Dragon Ball Super a more entertaining experience for us readers. I was laughing throughout reading this chapter, bruh. I thoroughly enjoyed this chapter because of it. It's natural world building on top of it, because Goku Goku would then teleport to the galactic prison, where a lot of the inmates, which we happen to see back in the Moro arc, recognize Gas pretty quickly, although he was a child when they last interacted. One of them notices the battle going on between the two, so he attempts to help Gas out in exchange for their freedom. Gas obviously declines this offer, and that was kind of probably a bad idea, because the prisoners just start absolutely roasting Gas to no end, fam. They start talking about how Gas peed himself when he was a little kid, and even though Gas tries to decline everything that they're saying, this dude just keeps getting straight disrespected by these prisoners like he's not the most powerful person in the universe. And the funny part is, turns out this dude Gas, he really did pee himself.
Hey yo, what the fuck?
Goku and Gas are teleporting so quickly and fast that even back on the planet Cereal, when Maki and Oil try to get a read on their exact location, they aren't able to tell how far apart they are from each other. Meanwhile, Goku starts to question Gas's morals and why he is so obedient to Elec. Because at this point, Gas is 100 times stronger than him. He could easily rebel against him. But Gas explains that he's a bitch. No, kidding. But Gas explains that his loyalty is all for the sake of his older brother. He's so devoted to Elec because he believes that following him would lead to the Heaters accomplishing their goal of being a supreme universal organization. Without him though, because he doesn't know the truth that he sacrificed his lifespan for him to become the strongest, just like Granola did, and I'm just saying. So he continues to explain how he owes everything to Elec due to him helping Gas eventually becoming the strongest. According to him, his brother's will is absolute. This is a major foreshadowing of Elec's eventual betrayal. Gas doesn't even know the circumstances of the wish or how his lifespan has been taken away, just like it has for Granola. Even if he makes them accomplish their mission of becoming the greatest organization in the universe, it's without him. Goku then proceeds to tell him his own experience with his brother Raditz and how the situation obviously ended. I don't believe Gas is able to even think for himself, even if he wanted to, because all he's grown up with is being loyal to the Heaters. Fidelity is all the motivation that surrounds Gas's character, and when he feels like he failed those who reign above him, he tries in all his power just to please or appease the needs of people like Elec in order to be satisfied with himself. This man straight up has Vietnam flashbacks, PTSD, thanks to Goku's father Bardock. I think this situation and mentality started from the Bardock fight because he lost so badly, and I'm just saying, Gas's whole life got shattered as soon as he met Bardock. That's how fucking goated and dripped out my guy is. Like, do you understand who Bardock is, fam? Goku realizes he can't hold on for much longer, so he gets the idea to teleport towards Whis, in which he believes it will cause Gas to slow down out of fear of what Whis would do to him. Once Goku teleports to Whis' location, he instantly teleports back to planet Cereal, using all his previous waypoints to get him back just in time, flexing on Gas because he knew that Gas isn't very skilled in instant transmission like him. He's stuck with Whis. And this made me like the chapter even more. The strategy and storytelling here was great. It's killing two birds with one stone. Goku is obviously weaker than Gas, but he uses his battle instincts and proficiency to outwit him, which proves the theme that power may not be everything a warrior needs. Now Whis ain't trying to deal with all of Goku's bullshit, so this dude just flat out snitches and tells Gas exactly where Goku is. Although since the distance is way too far for him, he has to fly there instead of teleporting. Now that Goku has made it safely back to planet Cereal, he quickly tends towards Granola in order to get him healed right away. Oatmeal takes them towards Maneto's house to keep them safe. As Maki watches them get away, she insists on attempting to stop them, although Elec refuses, as he tells them how both Maki and Oil will never be able to defeat Goku. Now, if you really think about it, this is honestly a dumb thing to say, man, because we all know the traditional Dragon Ball formula, where the main villain or one of the characters decides to get very arrogant to the point where they don't finish off their opponent, allowing them to power up and eventually lose the battle at the end. Elec really didn't think this through, because Maki and Oil could have at least done something to sabotage their plan of getting to safety, or at least try to attack Maneto and Granola in some way. But At the end of the day, this is Dragon Ball, guys. We just want to see two strong men fight each other. You know, that's just the way how things go, right?
And there seems to be no sign of intelligent life anywhere.
Whis warns Goku about Gas heading back to planet Cereal at top speed, where he will reach the planet in 20 minutes. This isn't nearly enough time for Minato to heal Granola at full health. He then asks Goku about his progress towards his training on mastering Ultra Instinct. However, Goku seems to have struggles with his training due to his inability to keep his heart calm and unlock the technique, which is something very understandable for Goku to say, as Whis is an angel whilst Goku is a Saiyan. The Saiyan race are fundamentally different from angels. Most of their transformations reside within heavy emotions, right? So because of this, Goku has to find a unique way of using his own version of Ultra Instinct that applies to his Saiyan nature. Whis explains to Goku to listen to the voice within him. Goku has to find out who he really is in order to truly master Ultra Instinct. Now, fans in the community believe this retcons moments in the Frieza saga because Goku already knew who he was thanks to Vegeta's speech, and he himself stated that he was a Saiyan raised on Earth. So the only issue is that the plot point concerning Goku's Saiyan heritage has been brought up so many times throughout the Dragon Ball series that if that becomes the reason Goku fully masters Ultra Instinct, it will sound a little too cliche. But we don't doubt this theory concerning that the choice of writing is very on par to the usual standards of how Dragon Ball is written. In my opinion, I think the writing is trying to point out the fact that Goku forgetting his parents and their good intentions is like losing a part of his heritage and a part of himself. He was never complete in the first place. At the end of the day, at this point of the story, he does acknowledge that he is a Saiyan and loves fighting, but if he remembers why and how he was sent to Earth, which resulted in the person he is today, as everything happens for a reason, he can finally come full circle in realizing the truth. Throughout Dragon Ball, we've witnessed that there are many different ways to unlock the power of Ultra Instinct. In the Universal Survival arc, the way Goku unlocked Ultra Instinct for the first time was due to what Master Roshi taught him about being tranquil as the heavens and as quick as a bolt of blue. Goku has also taken many aspects and teachings from his previous mentors to help him initially break through and unlock the Ultra Instinct state with his battle against Jiren. In the Moro arc, Goku again was able to use Ultra Instinct after getting mentored by Miris, who taught him about emptying his heart and mind before he can control such a difficult technique. Both the teachings from Master Roshi and Miris aren't too far from each other. They're actually quite similar in fact, but in the end, Whis explains that it's all up to Goku to choose his own path. Just because he gets multiple different lessons from many teachers doesn't automatically give him the ability to use Ultra Instinct whenever he wants. He needs to combine all of them and figure it out on his own, what Ultra Instinct means to him. Just as Goku starts to ponder this question, Minato alerts his attention, letting him know that they've made it to the house. Minato proceeds to show them a scouter that he's been keeping with him. This certain scouter is revealed to have belonged to Bardock. Vegeta tries to test the scouter's functionality, which ends up being broken. Although there was evidence of saved audio data from 40 years ago that Minato had not been able to play. Minato further explains that the piece of audio to have been recorded was back when Bardock fought Gas for the first time. Getting this data will help them give a lead on whether Bardock won his battle or not. Now as the audio plays, Minato and the Saiyans each listen to it play by play of everything that's going on between the battle of Bardock and Gas. We hear Bardock talk about being responsible for slowing Gas down, whilst Minato flees to safety. Bardock urges him to stay alive, and just as Goku hears those last two words from Bardock's audio, he gets a flashback of his past before he was departing planet Vegeta and it blowing up. Bardock said the exact same words to Goku as he said to Minato 40 years ago. Bardock urged Goku to stay alive. So as I mentioned earlier, when everyone saw this chapter come out, the whole Dragon Ball community was literally in shambles debating each other and their minds are blown. Now keep keep in mind, this is one of the few moments in Dragon Ball history where Goku has a direct interaction or memory of his past self. However, we argue that this is a major plot point towards helping Goku master the Ultra Instinct technique. Remember in the Moro arc when Miris was explaining to Goku that he must go through numerous amounts of emotions before even fully understanding Ultra Instinct? This is exactly the challenge of emotions that Goku faces right now. Imagine not hearing a single word about your parents or where you came from for over 40 years. You would be shocked, surprised, confused, or even excited. Who knows? Goku might just burst into tears and start crying after learning this information about his parents. But even though he may experience all of these emotions, his only challenge is to control them, much like he controlled his anger already in chapter 81 against Gas, calming himself down. Goku has to put those emotions aside if he plans on mastering Ultra Instinct in the future. He has to be calm and collected, be neutral with oneself, and have good control of spirit and mind. At the end, we get a flashback of how Bardock's fight with Gas went visually, as Minato and Granola are hiding from the danger. Bardock attempts to fend off Gas using a secret technique, coming at Gas with full speed and absolutely punching the living shit out of this kid. My man Bardock, he's ripped out. He knows he's the main man. He gives zero fucks if you're a kid or not. He does his job, right, as a saint, like Michael Jordan saying fuck them kids. So anyway guys, that is everything I want to say for this monthly chapter of Dragon Ball Super. Make sure to join us next time by hitting the notification bell, and now you should go binge watch this video being displayed to you right now.